Hello everyone, so this is Pokemon HeartGold, and we're just starting the game as I'm speaking right now. So this is the usual opening scene where the professor talks and introduces you to the world of Pokemon, so let's just sit back and enjoy it for a little while. I always thought Professor Elm was my favorite. So naturally I'm going to choose the girl, since I am a girl. And I'm going to choose the name Alice because that's one of my favorite names from literature, so that's my natural go-to for pretty much all games that I'm going to do, especially Pokemon. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know if all of the viewers particularly enjoy the person on the recording talking the whole time through the tutorial, but if you guys could leave a comment and tell me what you guys want so that I can accommodate you. Because I noticed that on some of the other tutorials they talk through the entire thing, and sometimes that can get a little annoying, so let me know if that annoys you. So this is Mom. She always watches the money or calls you, at least in the silver and gold versions. Now what's happening right now is she's giving us the nice screens for... See, you got the save, the trainer card, options, and the bag. So what these are for is just basically helping us sort out all of our stuff that we get along the way. So we're going to go ahead and head outside. And boom! Smacked with a marrow. Pokemon Lab. And I love this guy. He's my favorite antagonist in all the Pokemon games. He's just too funny for the whole thing. You'll see. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of exploring and seeing the town, because I know that a lot of people like that in the tutorials. They like to see the entire town so they know what they're getting into, they know where to go to get all those special items that we all love so much. Like later on in the game we can get Thunderstones or trade Pokemon with certain trainers in certain towns, and we'll go ahead and be doing that through the game as well. And right now we're basically getting our Pokemon. And because I always use Cyndaquil in Pokemon Gold and Silver, I'm going to change it up because I have never used Totodile, so we're going to go ahead and choose Totodile this time. And Cyndaquil, while we're talking about Cyndaquil, Cyndaquil was my first Pokemon that I ever played with in the entire Pokemon series all those years ago when Pokemon Silver and Gold were brand new and we were all still playing Game Boy Colors. I love Cyndaquil, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to make it fair, and I'm going to use Totodile since I have not used him at all, and I am not too familiar. I'm not good with water types. I'm horrible with them, so let's see how this goes. And also, I am not a fan of nicknames, so I'm not going to be choosing any nicknames for any of my Pokemon at this point in time. I think it kind of ruins the effect of the game. So we're just not going to waste time with that. You're here to learn the game and see all the secrets of it, so I'm not going to waste your time filling in nicknames that just make it harder to identify the Pokemon for those who are not familiar with this generation. I think he gives a potion. Yes. And Meryl is hyperactive as ever. I don't know why we can't choose our fellow protagonist's name. I think that's kind of a lame thing that they should be correcting. If I was able to choose it, I definitely would not choose Ethan. And in the newest generations, X and Y, I definitely wouldn't choose the names that I've seen for those players. So for future Pokemon games, I think it would be a good idea if we could choose all the characters' name, kind of like we can choose Red's name later on. And I'll make his name cool. Not that I hate the name Ethan, I actually like the name, I just wouldn't choose it for the character. Just for the record, for all of those who are going to be like, oh, he's hating on the Ethans. No, I don't hate the name Ethan. And we just received our Pokegear. And for the sake of learning, we're going to go through the instructions for the telephone. I'm glad this feature wasn't a permanent one, by the way. And we're going to check out these other houses just to run through it. And this is Ethan's house, okay. I'm going to go up, see the marrow and crack. It's coming down now. And for the record, if I didn't mention it before, this is New Bark Town. Even though you just saw that, I'm going to mention it. I don't think I mentioned it before. And I will mention that this version, HeartGold and Soul Silver, technically when the originals came out, for newer trainers out there that didn't play the originals, this is the first generation where we had pre-forms like Igglypuff and Pichu. So this is the first generation where you actually see that Pikachu has a pre-evolution. That's why she was talking about that. And yes, you can talk to your Pokemon. You just you turn around and you face your Pokemon and you press what is it? You know, the button that you press everything with. Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and save it here, and we're going to start off the adventure in another part, so I can go through Cherry Grove City and going through Mr. Pokemon, and I believe in the next one I will also name Red. So if you would like to help me name Red, go ahead and put the name you'd like to have him have in the comments box, okay? And this is all for this time. Go ahead and please click that subscribe button if you'd like what you've seen and heard, and we'll take it next time.